This episode is brought to you by AFS Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business. Hey everybody, it's Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. We are back, and just like we advertise, it ain't all about the guys driving the cars. We've got some behind-the-scenes guys in the world of Outlaw late models who are going to be at the bull ring tomorrow. We'll be talking with them along, of course, with my co-host Stephen Lewis and Dale, the producer. Sit back, enjoy. We'll be right back. The show brought to you by JD Construction. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220. We are back on Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. The day before the World of Outlaw late models invade the world-famous legendary bull ring. Again, Stephen Lewis, my co-host, is with us, the Dale, the producer. We'll be talking with World of Outlaw late model announcer Ruben Mireles here in a little while. We're going to call him up. Mitch Headstrom is here, and Jeff Olson. We'll be talking with them. But before we get going here, if you have any questions or comments, Kevin Pappenfuss, first one. Did you see that? Wow, that's something. Pappen for his first one to text in today. Anyway, 701-213-0863 is our number. 701-213-0863 is our number. Let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. It's our daily segment. Here we go. I've actually got a couple of them. So the first one sucks. You tell me, okay? Kids today, they're soft. We all know that. They're soft. You know, I died once when I was 5. My mom made me walk it off. I mean, really? Mm-hmm. That wasn't very good, was it? How about this one? A friend of mine crashed his motorcycle. He's got brain damage, 2 broken arms, blind in one eye. Wonder why the hell he crashed his motorcycle.
There you go.
All right, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Got a busy weekend this weekend. We got racing tomorrow night. I got a fishing tournament tomorrow and Saturday. So yeah, it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Can't wait. How's it going for you?
Long weekend. All good. Super busy, but all good.
On the road tonight, tomorrow, every day. What's your schedule
Norman
like?
County, then here, then Greenbush, and then we'll see how the weather goes. But right now, I'm gonna try and do Watertown on Sunday for the end of the NOSA run. But,
nice.
We'll see how that goes. If that doesn't go well, then Glyndon's meet and greet is the backup plan, and then we'll go from there. So.
All right, and if you haven't heard, Forks Karting Association actually got to race last night. Yeah. Dale, the producer, let's hear what's going on with Forks Karting Association. Little update for you.
Yes, we even had a little bit of a tease from Mother Nature last night because we did have we did not get rain canceled. We did have about a 45 to 50 minute rain delay, like 4 heat races in. So she definitely made her presence known, but the drivers made up for it in full force. A memorable night of racing. Shout outs, a couple quick highlights. Brandon Thorvaldson, 2-for-1 feature winner there, getting the senior medium and senior Yamaha feature win. A couple other notable winners. Ryan Fuller in the rookie gas. Maverick Umdahl for Junior 1 wing carts. A couple of debut future winners in the novice rookie, Briggs Hall, and him and his family had a heartfelt tribute afterwards in the interview. And Decker, Irie, great tribute from him as well. Great talking to them. And then I'll play one little clip here. There's something that really stood out for the Masters future winner. I want people to see this clip from the races from someone who worked 7 years to get his first feature win in go-karts. So here we go. Last lap coming up, white flag. John, we got a little volume.
Oh, we got it. We got her.
Yep.
He's already raising the arm, whoever it is.
Yep. Brady Conzi, after 7 years in go-karts, finally getting his first ever feature win. Talking to him after there, he was absolutely just...
Did he sing for you?
No, you can tell the emotions were running high. It was great capturing, talking to him.
I saw the interview. That was good.
Yeah, he was, high spirits. Shout out to him, and shout out to Brandon Thorvaldson. Let me test his go-kart. Did first ever test there after the race is wrapped up. So, that was a lot of fun. No idea if I'll ever do it again, but
Did you have a little pucker factor in that or not?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I looked like super slow out there, but, it was fun. Many thanks to him and Adam for getting me all geared up and good to go. So, there you go. There's your karting update.
All right. Thank you very much, Dale. I already got some texts coming in. Never thought you could get electrocuted by a push mower. My mom electrocuted me with a push mower. It didn't feel good. Mitch Headstrom is the greatest to ever do it. Good morning, everybody. To do what? I'm wondering.
We'll soon find out.
Okay. Let's do it. Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. You can watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway at the Grand Forks Fairground. Find out more by going to forkskartingassociation.com. Boy, let's go first with Norman County Raceway. I got it right this time, didn't I?
That deserves an applause. You got it.
There you go. There we go. All right, man, they got a lot of things going on at Norman County Raceway, including tonight is it's just regular nightly classes. It's the Fair Ada Nationals. You got the Bitker B-Mod Brawl by the Boxcar brand, brought to you by them. That is tonight. There's going to be the Streeters, the B-Mods, the Brawl. What else are they going to have? The IMCA Sport Mods, the IMCA Hobby Stocks, Wissota Midwest Mods, and the Inex Legends. Presented by Best of Minnesota, Capital Credit Union, and the Boxcar brand. That is going on tonight. Tomorrow, the IMCA Mods, Stock Cars, the Legends. It's the Bison Battle. Saturday, Grandstand Fair event, the ATV Big Air. And on Tuesday, these guys will be coming back after actually having a day off. The World of Outlaw Late Models plus IMCA Stock Cars. It's $1,000 to win for the stock cars. It's the start-to-finish showdown. Norman County Raceway up in Ada has got a busy 4 days coming up, kicking off tonight, again tomorrow, Saturday, and Tuesday. You get your chance if you didn't get enough of a racing fix. There you go. River City Speedway tomorrow night. Of course, we have the World of Outlaw Late Models here, the Midwest Mods, and the Street Stocks. Don't forget, now next week, we're going to be racing on Thursday going into the 4th of July weekend. They're off at Fix It Forward Raceway this weekend.
But they run next Friday when we're off.
Yep, they'll be running next Friday. Let's see here. What do we got? Devil's Lake. Saturday, the Western Renegade Non-Wing Sprints, Wissota Midwest Mods, the Street Stocks, the DLS Pure Stocks. It's the Street Stock Special, $1,000 to win, $100 to start. That's going to be really, really a fun time if you want to go to Devil's Lake on Saturday. Greenbush, let's see, Pure Stocks, 4 cylinders, the Midwest Mods, and the Lightning Sprints. And Buffalo River, they're going to run this Fan Appreciation Night. $5 tickets. Man, what a deal. $5 start time, too. Got the Jet X late models, the Hobby Stocks, the Legends, the Race Saver Sprints, the Short Trackers, and the Sport Mods. There you go.
5 o'clock start on Sunday?
That's what it said, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Again, watch the karts race on Wednesday nights. Hopefully, knock on wood, for the rest of the year, they'll be going now. Forks Karting Speedway, right by the world-famous legendary bull ring at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. You can find out more by going to forkskartingassociation.com, and finally got that done.
Do we race next Wednesday, Dale?
Yep, we are racing Wednesday next week.
Okay. Yep. So Wednesday, we're racing Thursday, and then we'll just have a good time on the 4th of July. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, a couple more things I need to talk about. Pete Moss. Oh, thank you. Pete Moss, a.k.a. Greg Norman, going to be at the Barnum Music Festival this Saturday at noon, parking lot across from the Hub downtown. It's in memory of Lee S. Barnum, who was a hell of a guitar player back in the day from around here. Ward Johnson is another good guitar player, puts this gig on a little bit, so you might want to go check that out if you're looking for something to do Saturday afternoon at noon. And then tonight, Rumors going to have Ethan Dotson's number 74 World of Outlaw late model here. He will be here. The car will be here, I believe. The merchandise trailer will be here. He's going to be signing autographs tonight from 6 to 8. We're going to try to get here for a couple of minutes anyway. I have got that pre-tournament meeting that I have to go to, so Dale and I are going to try to make it up here if we can. Dale, can you, by any chance, answer the door? We got a guy up there waiting for, he's got some food for me. Okay.
Don't we have a doorbell sound effect? No.
No,
not really.
Really, no, I don't.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Let's see. Hello, John and crew. Brina, hi, Brina. Thank you, man. And Steven, I guess.
Me, I guess.
I guess. Good morning. Better come, Steven. Camber will finally be there. I want to give a shout out.
Wednesday, apparently. Awesome.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Tom. He brought me some food from a food truck. Good stuff. Anyway, all right. Okay, so we got all that stuff. One more thing I did want to mention. These guys are sitting here waiting. When the hell are we going to talk? Hall of Fame night, August 7th at the Bull Ring. The cat's out of the bag now, and we know who's going to be there. Julie Osowski-Peterson's being inducted. Jeannie Christensen going to be inducted, along with Todd LaHaye and Bobby Martin. Tell me that's not going to be a fun day.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I think the pre-party starts at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon that day at the Beer Gardens at River City Speedway. So there we go. All right, guys. It's funny they come walking up, and I knew I kind of remembered them, but then again, the 80s thing. But I want to introduce first Jeff Olson. He's to my left. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I want to know about you. I don't want to know anything about racing. I just want to know about you, Jeff. Pick your brain a little bit. Where you're from, married, dogs, kids, wife, any of that kind of crap.
I'm from southern Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So it's not too far away, but
what parts?
Down by Rochester.
Okay,
I'm about
okay.
11 miles east of Rochester.
Okay.
And I've been doing this for 13. This is my 13th year doing this. I've got a 9-year-old that hopefully is in jump in the reins after I get done with that. And,
sure.
That's about it. I mean, I ain't too much.
How'd you get into this?
When I was younger, my parents, every Saturday and Sunday, we'd go to racetrack every Saturday and Sunday. It was kind of a tradition, and it kind of stuck with me. And I got older, went to school, got some interning stuff, and worked at a racetrack. And I got lucky one the summer of 2013. This opened up, and the rest is history.
How do you like being on the road so much?
I love it. It's so much fun. Like, I was going to 5 or 6 tracks when I was younger, but now all over the country.
Yeah, you get to see the best of the best.
You get to watch racing in a sense.
Yeah,
And it's a dream. But I was a kid when I was in 5th grade. I wrote down a little note, said I wanted to be a race car driver. Well, I didn't have the money to do that. The next best thing was be a part of racing.
Absolutely, that's why I'm an announcer. The thing is to do something. How many people do you know hate their job? And to be able to do something like with me, I mean, there are nights. Let's face it. There's nights up in the booth that they drag on and on and on. But I am still getting to do, calling the best sport there is out there. I have an absolute blast doing it. So, we're gonna go across. Mitch Headstrom, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having us.
I want to know a little bit about Mitch Headstrom.
Yeah, I grew up in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Joined the late model team here in 2022. Right out of college, joined as the fan entertainment coordinator, running the jumbotron with the series, and transitioned over to race directing, and now the competition director for the series.
Now, race director, competition director, you're the man then.
Well, right behind Steve Francis. He's the man.
Well, I know that. Okay, Steve Francis is the man. I actually talked to Steve yesterday. What is it like? Do you get into it with people at all now? Are they bitching at you? Are they bitching at Steve? Or it's probably easier to bitch at you?
Yeah, well, as Chubb Frank used to always say, they're yelling at the word official on the shirt. They're not yelling at you. They're yelling at the word official. But, we're the referees. We're the ones that have to make the calls and enforce the rules. And you can't always make everybody happy. That's for darn sure.
Can't. And as long as you are stern and you don't mess around with it. You can't say, well, if you didn't make that same call for this guy, then that's just it. They got to get it. It's the same rules for everybody, right?
Yeah, that's right. Be as fair as we can be. Our goal is to not be involved. If we can stay out of it, then let the guys and girls go do their job racing the cars, and if we can stay out of it, then that's our goal.
Were you a race kid growing up?
Yeah. I always grew up watching racing, watching dirt, watching asphalt stuff. Had a very, very short stint behind the wheel in a legend car. Always knew I wanted to get into racing somehow, some way. And the opportunity came up with WRG there in 2022, and been here for ever since, so year 5.
Now, coming from the Carolinas, what do you think of being up here in the tundra? I mean, we're an hour from Canada, you know?
No, it's awesome. Like Jeff was saying, it's awesome to see every part of the country. This is definitely one of the parts of the schedule that we always have circled. It's such a fun time to come up here. Beautiful part of the country.
Well, June is better than January.
Yeah, you don't want to be here. Come up here for some snowmobile racing and ice fishing one time.
I was about to say Mitch Headstrom. I was almost thinking there was a Snurdy Thursday name, anyway.
Or a comedian.
Yeah.
Mitch
Nice.
Hedberg.
Yeah.
It was Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
We used to have him in the studio. I remember him. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. You know, jeez. Inside joke, but Mitch, do you make $175 a week, which is fine? That's Joshua Johnson. What beer gardens open at 2 o'clock on the Hall of Fame? I don't know, Scott. I'm hoping the beer gardens are open at 2 o'clock for the Hall of Fame because it said there's a party there at 2 o'clock. So hopefully that is going to be there. This is one of the greatest human beings on the planet. There's not a better guy out there than Mitchell Money Headstrom. Guy is a gem. Can't wait to have the Outlaws back in Ada on Tuesday. The Whoa Late Model crew are an absolute pleasure to work with. And I have said the same thing, too. I love it when these guys come to town. It's always a good time. Mark Curtis Axelson, by the way, the announcer at Norman County Raceway.
Hey, there you go.
I got it right.
Three
How
for
about
three.
that? Yeah, 3 for 3.
Sounds like Mitchell Money Headstrom. Sounds like that could be merch at some point.
Yeah, you got your own following here, man.
Who did you text before you came on here?
No, I sent a few guys back home. I guess they all decided to tune in.
I wasn't gonna say it, but that one earlier got me thinking. I was like, how many people did you pay to comment in here? So,
I told one person. That was it. And he's working, so I know he's not in it.
Oh, boy. 701-213-0863, by the way, is our number. Life on the road, how is it? Does it get to be a grind? I mean, how often do you get to go home? I know things have changed a little bit now. I know like a lot of the guys are just going home. Instead of staying on the road the whole time when it comes to per diem money and all that kind of stuff, sometimes it adds up where it's just cheaper to go back home. But how often do you get to go home? And I know there are long stretches, but...
Well, like this is a tough stretch. And even me being southern Minnesota, I could go home. But by the time you get home, you sleep, you wake up,
you got
have
6
enough time
hours
to do
to hit
laundry,
the
and
car
you got to
again.
drive to the next one again.
Yep.
So June, July, and August, kind of the heart of our schedule. It gets to be like, I think I was home this month of June. I think I'll be home 4 days, maybe 5. And then we'll get through the next couple weeks. And then it's kind of back to 2 a month where we're couple weekends a month, and then it kind of, but it gets to be, but again, you know what you signed up for, and like I said, you go to places, and that's what's nice about the schedule is you get to experience all the months everywhere we go, and you go down Florida in January, and I'm from Minnesota, that's perfect. You go down to South Carolina in November, it's cold up here, it could be cold down there sometimes, but in summer, you're where you're at, but it gets to be a grind, but at the end of the day, when you love what you do, and like this schedule's awesome, like every other day you're off. Like that is something that usually it's a 4 or 5 stretch, maybe a day off. Every other day off is huge. You have enough time to travel, relax, regroup, refresh, and then start again the next day. So.
Because I feel like our stretch, we talked about it before we went on air. Our stretch seems like it has been 4 and 5. Maybe you get a day off in the middle of it, and then you guys are usually coming from a Wisconsin or something.
Yep.
So this one feels like it's maybe a little more manageable than the ones in the past.
Well, last year we did the Grand Forks, and then the next day we drove all the way out to Minot, and then the next day we came all the way back for Ada. So you do all 3 of those in 3 days. Now we have 5 days to do all 3, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to just kick back for a day in a town when you can actually do that. Mitchell Hambone Headstrom.
You're loving this.
Lane Schwierz is replying to Joshua Johnson. That's about the most PG you can get in that reference. Where did you go to school?
I went to Wingate University, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep. Man, I love the Carolinas. My kid interned down in, actually, it was Myrtle Beach, but he interned for Cal Ripken Jr. Before he started doing his whole thing, the pro baseball deal and all that. But one of our favorite nights at the pits is at River City Speedway is when these guys are here and we get to see what goes on behind the scenes in real time. Some of the guys from one of the teams comes over and talks to Ken. It's pretty neat. They take time to do that. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Stephen Ader Olson, hey, Stephen Lewis. And what about on the road? Because none of you guys, you're not living in trucks or anything like that. You're not hauling any merch or any of the equipment. So do you motel it? And then how often do you get to go home?
Yeah, we motel it. Jeff and I, we kind of bounce the pace truck that we have back and forth, so we take care of that as part of the fleet. And yeah, like Jeff was saying, we try to get home as much as we can. This summertime is definitely the hardest, and but we go home every chance we get.
Okay. I just got a message from Devil's Lake Speedway, and they have got a really, really good restaurant. Really good. You're going to be driving right by there on your way to Minot and back. They said if you let them know, they'll make sure they got a lot of good food for you guys. They can feed you on the way. So don't eat any fast food, man. Go there. They've got some incredible food. How often when you go home then, do you have to fly no matter where you're at? And do you do that a lot, or you just kind of stick around and stay on the tour?
Yeah, so like I was saying with the pace truck deal, we're Jeff and I, we kind of swapped that back, and we kind of bounce the pace truck around depending on what region we're around. So I usually take that during the spring and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Our headquarters are down there in Concord, North Carolina. Yep. So I'm based out of HQ there, the World Racing Group. Jump on an airplane any chance I get to try to come out and travel here. So when I'm home, I'm working out of the home office there or the home base of World Racing Group, and then traveling back out. So
now, I didn't even ask you this. You're not married, no kids, no dogs, no cats, none of that stuff.
Beautiful girlfriend, Jasmine. She's on tour with us.
You had to put that in there. I'm guessing Jasmine's watching, isn't she?
Well, I'd hope so.
Well, if she is, she's the only one that hasn't given him any crap yet. So, yeah.
You think she'd be ahead of that fan group right there? Wow. When we do, we've heard it. When we work with you guys, there are other groups that are tougher to work with. I'll put it that way. You guys have always been, since the first year that I started working with the World of Outlaw late models, you guys have always been such a good bunch of guys to work with. I can still remember, God bless him, Rick Eshelman, coming in the first time I met him saying, dude, this is your house. Where do you want me? And I'm like, what? I couldn't believe he asked me. And then I couldn't believe that I got to call races with the guy, but you guys, do you hear that a lot when you go on the road? Because there are some touring groups that aren't that fun to work with.
We do, and I actually use what Rick's analogy was he goes, this is your sandbox, we're just here to play. Which means I've never done that. I feel because I always try to find somebody, and there's always a spot, and I don't want someone else still has to work that night. So I don't do what I can to try to make sure that we can do everything as easy as possible. I'm not gonna come and move everything out of the way, do all that, because that, to me, I wouldn't want that of mine.
Right.
So I feel I come in, I said, you guys are welcoming us, and I've always been that way, and I know we have, and I've heard some stuff, but again, I show up, do what we want, make sure it's your, like you said, I go with it. It's your guys' playpen. We're just coming here to have some fun with it.
And it's a lot easier to work with people when everybody's getting along, too. Did you know Rick got to start here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard this story a million times.
A lot of times I was trying to get his name on this website, and it was along, and it was. Oh yes, a lot of times. Yes.
Did you see? Brina says emphasize on some groups are hard to work with. Jasmine Mooney. Is that her? Oh, there we go. This one's for you, Jasmine.
No nicknames? I thought we'd keep the nickname train going here.
Yeah, what does Jasmine call you? No, you guys you're fun. Just sitting here right now, you guys are fun. I'm going to ask you the same thing. It's easy to make friends when you guys do what you do, but do you get that too? People are glad to see you when you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to be easy to work with, and like you kind of hinted on it. If we kind of show the generosity and easiness to work with, and hopefully that gets reciprocated. So as Rick always used to say, I was able to work with Rick about a year and a half before we lost him, and he always used to say, it's y'all's sandbox, we're just playing in it.
Yep,
So,
yep. The one thing about Rick that I'm going to say right now is there's certain beers. He could only drink so many kinds of beer because he'd get migraines. And we found one here. That's when we had the Bull Ring beer from Half Brothers Brewery, I believe. And he loved it. And he said, if you ever get a chance, buy me a bunch of it. And, well, long story short, we ended up with a bunch of it at the end of the year. And so I bought it all up. And I can't stand that stuff. I mean, I'm a Busch Light guy. And we'll put it this way. It took a long time to get rid of it because then when he passed away, you know, I was on an airplane just getting ready to fly to Amsterdam when I got the news. And it's like, oh, boy, it was a horrible day for everybody. Morning, boys. Jeremy Gust saying facts. Heather, you don't want to know the facts. Come on, you probably already do. I tell you what we're going to do, though. Let's take a short little break. We're going to find out what these guys do. We're going to pick their brains a little bit more. Ruben Mireles is going to be calling. We'll get a hold of him here in a couple of minutes. But we've got questions like the worst and best part of your jobs and all that kind of fun stuff. We'll see if we tell the truth or not. We'll be back right after this. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more, too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids, check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter, too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. They're at 3325 South 38th Street or call them 701-780-8462 and make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, we are back. River City Speedway brought to you, or River City Speedway. How about Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway? See, the dyslexia is coming out. Today, World of Outlaw late models invade the world-famous legendary bull ring. Tomorrow night, we've got Mitch Headstrom, Jeff Olson is here. Ruben Mireles, we're going to be talking with him, I believe, in a couple of minutes. Of course, all right, which one am I, blue one?
Under the blue light. Yep.
Hey there, buddy.
Maybe.
Nope, maybe.
Should be.
Hello? I'm going to have to put the camera on you so I can take a drink of beer.
Cricket chirp. There we go.
Did you hit the snooze?
I will. Give me one sec here. Ruben, can you call us back from the number that just called you? Now, can you have Ruben call the number that I just called him?
Ruben,
Yep.
call the number back that we just called you on.
I heard his phone blip off.
Yeah, I heard
Blip
So-
too. I just heard a blip, so we'll see if Ruben calls us back here.
All right.
Oh, there. Oh.
Hey, John.
Hey, there we go. How you doing, man?
There. Good, yourself?
I'm doing good. Where are you calling from, my friend?
So we actually rolled in the Grand Forks, actually. Sorry about that.
No way.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We actually played golf this morning.
Oh, you bastard. Which
I know.
course are you guys on?
We're at, we just finished up. We're at the, oh boy, the very nice one. I forget what it's called. Kings Walk.
Oh, it's okay. So you guys are out on the links course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How'd your golf game go?
Really good. I shot a 91. For me, that's really dang good.
Okay. Who'd you go golfing with?
Actually, our series director, Steve Francis. And
So you send these guys here to do the dirty work for you.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
all right. I tell you what, Mitch Headstrom's got a following here, man.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He's
big
got all
time.
kinds
He's
of
big time.
people
He came from
texting
NASCAR. Oh, yeah.
So how keyed up are you for this big swing up here in the tundra?
Oh man, I'm really keyed up for it. I love it. This is my favorite part of the year. We kind of set up an escape from the busy world of dirt late model racing. We come out here, see fresh faces, and And man, just a lot cooler temperatures, really good facilities, good racetracks. I'm very, very keyed up to this. I love this one.
Now you're going to be here. What, you got Fergus tonight?
Fergus was last night.
Or Fergus was last night. You're here tomorrow. Then you go out to Western North Dakota. Then you come back to Norman County Raceway. You're all over up in here. And then when you're done with this swing, where do you guys head next?
So we're actually going to drive from Deer Creek Speedway all the way to State Line, New York. So we're going to play cross country there for a Wednesday night show. I might be Tuesday night, yeah, and then we're at Sharon Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, I should say, in Hartford, Ohio.
Okay. Now I've asked you this question before, but I want you to tell me again. How did you get your start doing this? Did you grow up a racing kid or an announcing kid? And I mean, I've seen kids that got the little Matchbox cars and they pretend that they're a racetrack announcer as they're going around in circles. Were you that way, or how did this whole thing start for you?
He was too busy announcing already to play with the cars. So.
Yeah. Well,
Steven. Oh, man, you got to love that voice. I can just picture the hair right now. But anyway.
He's actually got a Carolina Hurricanes hat on. So.
Oh, nice. No, yeah, go Canes. I know nothing about hockey, but anyway, no, yeah, I just started at a young age. I mean, I grew up in the desert, so like went out to El Paso Speedway Park in El Paso, Texas, and Southern New Mexico Speedway in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I started going as 6, 7-year-old kid, and really 5 years in, me and my dad never missed a race except one, and we sat next to this lady named Candace. Now, Candace at Southern New Mexico Speedway, she knew everybody, every driver. She knew what them drivers had for lunch, right? We all have that one hardcore race fan at our local track, and she introduced me to the announcer and said, Brian, I know someone that would love to do your job, and she directed, his attention to me, and Brian gave me the opportunity to announce 2 trophy dashes, which was 4 laps, $100 to win for the stock cars and the sprint cars. I went up the next week, did the stock cars, and Brian's like, okay, you did good, but the sprint cars are a little fast. Are you sure you want to do them? And I'm like, give me the mic. So I did that, and I'm telling you what, I blew the roof off that place, even though I ain't got one. And next thing you know, everyone kept telling me, you got big shoes to fill. And I was like, well, what do you all mean by that? They're like, well, listen to Brian in the very last race. So the ASCS National Tour goes. Royal Jones, Mesilla Valley Transportation, he's the one that gave me my start. He owns those tracks out there. Now, he shut both of them down, open Vado Speedway Park now. But anyway, he sponsors all these guys. So Steve Kinzer, all them guys will go. And Kinzer whooped their butt. And Brian Holbert, after the interview, is like, well, race fans, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is the ASCS National Tour has picked me up to be the touring announcer. And the bad news is I'm no longer your announcer. So everyone's like, oh, man. And I'm like, yeah, it's my turn. So, Royal Jones, thankfully I made a Facebook that off season and I met him in his office. I couldn't even drive. My mom had to drive me to his office, and he went over the rules. And man, I was a 12-year-old kid getting paid $50 on Friday and $50 on Saturday, making $100 a weekend, just doing this. And never in a million years would I think I'm where I'm at now with the World of Outlaws. And it was always a dream. My high school job was to work with Garrett Alberson in the shop. For 4 years, I worked on tires and late models, and that's where my passion for late models came from. And one day I just dreamed of working on a national tour like this. And Rick Eshelman was a big, I don't know, just a big role model in my life. And he gave me the opportunity to do the Dirt Car Summer Nationals, and I did that from 2018 to 2022. And thankfully, I was the first ever pit reporter for the World of Outlaws late models. And it just led on to the position that I'm at now, 4th year in the booth for the Outlaws.
Wow. Let's see here. Ruben and Ron in the booth last night were worth the price of admission alone. Joshua says...
Well, Ron was, not me.
Josh says it's our favorite part of the year, too, Ruben. Ruben does a great job announcing it before race shows. Good morning, all. Have a wonderful swing through the upper Midwest. Bummed I'm missing Friday night at River Cities. Thank you guys for texting. Ruben, if you were not doing this with the World of Outlaw late models, would you be a track announcer somewhere? Would you be the voice of a certain speedway somewhere? Would you still be in the business?
Oh, absolutely, I would be. Back home, I was the announcer for Southern New Mexico Speedway and El Paso Speedway Park for 7 years straight. I never missed a race with them until started going to college, and I missed some stuff for college and things like that. And then I got the Hell Tour opportunity and started traveling out. But, if I never got a big major breakthrough opportunity, I'd probably still be at home on my local racetrack and maybe doing like a regional tour or something like that. You know what I know? And, just trying to get a good opportunity. They used to call me the voice of the Southwest because I would always do the big events down there. So that's probably what I'd still be doing.
All right. How many more holes you guys got left to spank, or are you guys done for the day?
I am done for the day. I shot a 91. We are not adding more to that because that is my best round since last summer. I'll take that. Hey, I got 4 pars and a birdie today. That's pretty good. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's switching over, probably trying to find a pool table somewhere for tonight.
Actually, blackjack table here in North Dakota.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So are you an avid golfer?
I like to play a lot. We have Matty Watkins. He's one of our World of Outlaws officials. You could actually watch his YouTube show on YouTube, but he's our safety official, and he's a really good golfer. I mean, this guy literally goes and plays qualifiers and things like that. Like, hell, I think today he shot like a 76 or something, which is really damn good. And then, our series director, Steve Francis, plays. When he's on it, he's on it. Today, I almost beat him. I just want to put that out there. But our PR guys, so they're all really good. And heck, one year, a lot of drivers we had on tour used to play golf, and they were all really good. So it motivated me to go back home, go to the range, and get better. So I've been working on my game. I'm not going to quit my daytime job, I'll tell you that. But definitely pretty good, I guess, nowadays.
Deanne Svelson says, love Ruben. We love Deanne and her family. Joshua Johnson, question for Ruben. You announced during the Summer Nationals for a couple of years. How much of a grind was that? Did you get to the point where you couldn't remember what day it was? Because I get that way when we do the John Seiss Memorial. But how about you?
Yeah, so I have a really good answer for that one. So we were in Indiana. I think it was Plymouth, Indiana. Billy Moyer had got his 100th Dirt Car Summer Nationals win. And I walked up to Billy the next day, and I said, hey, Billy, out of your 100 Hell Tour wins, which one's your favorite? He paused and thought for a second, and he's all like, Ruben, where were we last Tuesday? And I was like, huh. And I paused for 5 seconds. And then he didn't even let me finish, and he's all like, exactly. If you can't remember where we were last Tuesday, my favorite one was my 100th one. Hell, these days, you don't even know what day it is. And it's true. So I would say 2022, my final year, I think my last week of it, I remember being in Michigan, and I was just, mentally and physically just absolutely done. So the Hell Tour is definitely a grind, especially when you have no rain out.
Right. And I think in the John Seiss one year, I called 36 races at one night, 36 heat races. And that was the first of 3 nights, back to back to back.
Now, for the people that aren't familiar with the Summer Nationals being called the Hell Tour, how many races and how many nights is that?
I know when I did it, it was like 28 races in 32 days, which is pretty gnarly. Yeah, it's pretty insane across 9 different states. I think that was the most grueling one year it was, and I think that was like 2018, I think it was.
Wow. A couple of texts coming in. Did I hear game of pool? That's from Jason Berg, of course, of Buffalo River. And John, at least the Chaz isn't here, replying to Jason Berg. Scotch doubles, replying to Eric Rice, thankfully. Are you a pool shark, too? Because we've got a lot of very good pool players around Grand Forks.
Man, I used to be really good in college. I wasn't a wild child, and I'm really not a wild child. Like in college, a wild night for me was staying up 4 a.m., going to the rec and playing like pool and board games with my buddies. And I'm telling you what, in college, I was really good because my mom actually was like pretty professional pool player, and she taught me the 9 ways to hit the white ball and curve them and bank them and things like that. So I used to be really, really good, and then I just haven't played that much. But I'm telling you, if I get back on a pool table, I could probably play some pretty good pool games, I should say.
He played a very non-competitive game in Phoenix one year with me. So
yeah.
So
I think one. We'll talk about that one.
Yeah. So when you're at home, Ruben, maybe you got a day or 2 off. I don't know if you're a TV guy or not, but what does Ruben Mireles watch on TV? Are you a sports guy? Are you watching racing, or what are you watching?
Soccer.
Yeah, so I'm the boringest person to talk to when it comes to like movies and TV shows because I just never really watched movies growing up. I was more like outdoor, do something, you know what I mean? But no, nowadays, I mean, I watch some TV, but no, mainly I'm a big gamer. I like to play video games. I have a PlayStation 5 and play a lot of video games, whether it be Call of Duty or World of Outlaws or, I don't know, Major League Baseball, the show, whatever it may be. But also, no, I just like to watch a lot of sports too.
All right. I got people texting about you. Jason Berg says he could book you for his show Monday night in Fargo, and you could play pool at the Fargo Billiards or Moorhead Billiards. something you can work on. Corey Litton says, Ruben has survived partying with me. I wouldn't say he's that boring. So,
listen, Corey Litton can turn it on. Let me tell you, if I survive the night with him, I don't know if you guys know who Derek Kessinger is, Swab, from back in the day at Dirt on Dirt. I've survived with Corey Litton and Swab. I got to say, I got to be in the Hall of Fame by now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Once the let's go start coming, you know it's on.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, I'm going to let you get going here, Ruben. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I don't know what time you'll be at the track, but I'll be there pretty early, I hope. I've got a fishing tournament tomorrow morning that starts at about 4 a.m. I've got to be down there 4 or 5 o'clock. So I'm hoping to be done early tomorrow. Cross my fingers and catch some fish right away so I can go home and take a little nap before I get to the racetrack.
Don't eat a banana tomorrow. So I learned. I went fishing for the first time in my life. We went to Clewiston, Florida earlier this year. We went to a bass tournament. I ended up catching 9 crappie. It was fantastic. And then the next day I ate a banana, and we saw a snake in the water, and our boat tour guy was like, all right, who ate the banana? And I raised my hand. He's like, yep, we saw a snake, and that's bad luck. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and I didn't catch one damn fish that whole day.
Oh,
so.
yeah, and especially you didn't eat the banana on the boat, did you?
No.
Okay,
This was before I got there.
Yeah, if I saw somebody had a banana on my boat, I'd throw him off the boat.
That's what the guy said. Yeah. So maybe we'll go fishing sometime together, John. No, I appreciate you guys for having me, and race fans, for everyone tuning in. Thank you for all the love and the support, and hope to see you at River City Speedway tomorrow.
All right. Thank you very much, Ruben. Ruben Mireles, there you go. That is the announcer for the World of Outlaw Late Models. Getting back now, Mitch Headstrom, Jeff Olson with me. I want to ask you, what is your favorite part of the job, and what is your least favorite part? I mean, I don't want to go to what do you love and what do you hate, but what's your favorite and your least favorite?
My favorite is just traveling, and I grew up watching some of these guys. Now, a lot of the guys I grew up watching aren't really racing, and heck, one of them is I grew up watching is my series director. So,
sure, right, yep.
Growing up watching him and Rick Eckhart, and even with Daryl Lanigan, and even Tim McCready, who I used to watch, working with those, and I take it an honor because I was a little kid in that stands, like, oh, the Outlaws are here. I've got thousands of autograph pictures of all these guys, so I see these kids running up, and that makes me excited because that was me when I was a kid.
Exactly.
Like taking the time, what I love about our drivers too is they'll take whatever they're doing, they'll stop and take a minute and sign the autograph, and that to me gets me really excited because that was me, and these guys pay. What do they pay? Whatever, they come and see their favorite driver, and just the 2 seconds to sign something, means the world to. I mean, that's what I love to see.
And I've had conversations with people that have asked me to help find sponsorship for cars, and there's more to it than what you see going around the track. It's also, and what I have told these guys, it's how they present themselves after the races or before the races in the pits. When these kids are coming up wanting their racer cards, their hero cards, an autograph, maybe a picture in the car, that kind of stuff, that goes a long way for sponsorship, and people don't really realize that. Okay, what about, do you have a least favorite part of your job?
When things don't work, obviously I run the computer, and, you get there and all of a sudden your internet stops because now everything that we run off is, you have to have good internet. You know what it's like.
Track internet or your own?
My own. We had our own for a while. We actually got Starlink for the first time. And before then, we had these little hotspots.
Yes.
You go to places all over the world that it's good when you get there.
Yeah.
And then you get
people in the stands.
Everybody's trying to get on.
It dive bombs.
Yep.
So this Starlink is night and day, and it was almost needed because you run everything off of the internet and everything. So basically that, and what it's like when a loop doesn't work. And stuff like that. That's and everyone's like, well, just, no, you can't really you can, but, especially qualifying. Then
when you qualify, yeah.
But other than that, there's not a lot. Sometimes the grind between tracks afterwards, couple hours, but that's minor. There's not a lot that I don't like, really, and I'm not just saying because but there's a reason why. I always told, and I told my kid, I said, this is my 13th year. The time I'm on the road and not having fun is the time that I'll.
Yep.
Then
I don't see that anytime soon as of right now.
Yeah, again, getting back to some people hate their jobs. I'm going to ask you the same thing in a minute here. I think Ruben needs some Wisco margaritas. Dan Wisco, I hear rumor has it. I've never tried one, but I heard he makes some pretty good margaritas. Will Ruben shotgun a beer if Bobby wins? That's Jeremy wants to know that. John, think I talked Mom into coming for the Outlaw late models tomorrow. Well, good, because of course, Mom's husband is going to be, he's my fishing partner, so I'm guessing he won't be there. Tommy Corcoran, the T1, good morning, guys. Enjoying the show. Thank you, Tommy. Steven, did you go to Fergus?
I did not make it.
Okay.
Too much going
All right.
on, unfortunately. But
All right.
I did want to, I was trying to think of how I was going to ask Jeff this, but so talking about the way the schedule used to be now with the days off in between, I know with all of the stuff that you have, it's probably better to have that day off in between to where you're trying to loop cords right and put things away right, but when it's day after day after day after day, you're going to lose track of stuff and things aren't going to be sorted the way maybe you'd want them. So now, if you're anything like me, you can probably just take the day and just be like, look over your stuff and make sure everything's in good order for the next one.
And that's exactly what I do. Like, the box I have that Eric, our guys, got put together is phenomenal. It's got everything, and it's sealed, it's locked. The only things that run bad is sometimes with the plugging of the loop cords and all that. And having a day off is like, if I have done with my antenna for my internet, I now have a day to figure out what's wrong with it rather than, well, I got 5 minutes before we race or something like that. So having those extra days off. And this is where back to that hell tour that I feel for these. I never did it, but they're doing what we're doing. Like, we've got 31 races in, and their schedule, they've had rainouts, obviously, but they're doing like 31 races in like 33 days.
Yeah.
And they're at all different. They don't have one track. Now, they may come back to it, but they're in a different track every night. And that's setting, and I look at that setting up, tearing down, setting up, tearing down. So I never did it, and I'm going to say, well, it's the grilling. I will never compare ours with theirs because ours, we can get 40 races in between January to November. They're within a month and a half of doing that. So even, it is nice to have a little extra couple of days off between to gather, get your stuff ready, and then, be ready for the next
So
night.
would you guys be as cheerful? And again, we talk about, some different touring, groups and stuff. What if you had that schedule? Would it be as fun for you?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah,
I think so.
That would be a tough one to answer.
To say you did it, yeah, but I don't know if I would even, like the sprint cars. Like I'm not a sprint car guy anyway. No, don't take that wrong way. But their schedule is what it is, and I still don't like because I do like going home, spending time.
Right. You don't want to be burned out and crabby all the time.
And that's why I think I'm still doing what I'm doing because you get to that point where you're gone constantly all the time, and then it's like if you didn't, and I don't want to say this is a bad way, if you didn't have the family or nothing, and you could do that, then by all means. But when you have to go back or you want to just be home to do what you work for, it's tough to do a long schedule. So I give props to our sprint car team. They go to California. We're lucky to get even maybe to Texas, that side all the way. So 50 races a year, I think for me is plenty. And I wouldn't want to do the hell tour. I give them props. I don't want to do the sprint cars. Just that. There's a lot of time on the road, and I think me continuing to want to love and continue what I do, I'll always love racing. That's not it. But being able to do what I'm doing
have the
now,
passion to still work.
it's still there is the work, and then be able to work and make a living out of it is. I want to keep that dream alive, so I keep my limits on something.
Right. Joshua says, I've said this for years to friends, but I'd love to follow the Hell Tour one year. Might end up only doing it as a fan, but a guy can dream. Okay, Mitch, your favorite part of the job and maybe your not so favorite part.
Yeah, I think Jeff was kind of hitting the nail on the head there. Being able to be a small part of behind the scenes of putting on this form of entertainment for race fans and whatnot, and being able to play the part and putting it on. We all grew up being race fans, going to the racetrack and watching these races, and be able to be behind the scenes and be a part that puts the show on is very rewarding for me. For stuff that I don't very much enjoy. I'll start by saying it's when Jeff's stuff doesn't work because I'm usually the one that's got to help him fix it.
I just
I went through this stuff
I
last
lightly
weekend.
smack. I'm like, hey, don't go green yet. Give me 1 minute. Give me a lap. So.
No, but it's good. Another thing is I'm kind of an advocate for punctuality and efficiency and whatnot. And anytime we start running late in a show, and there's multitude of factors that can result in what kind of slows us down and what can come in at night and bring us on or whatnot. But when we start, losing efficiency and getting late into a night, my goodness, there's not much more that drives me crazy than running late.
Are you like me? If I'm 10 minutes early, I'm late.
Yeah,
because I've been
absolutely.
that way my entire life. I admire the passion you gentlemen have to be on a national tour day in and day out. From Amanda Joe. Heather, late model people are so much more friendly. Dan Wisco, best advice you can give anyone behind the mic to be better. Is that what that's supposed to mean?
I think so, yeah.
The M8CTP?
Yeah.
Is that Tommy
No,
Kenville texting?
No, you deciphered. Yeah.
Okay. Any advice you can give? I don't know. I mean, you guys aren't on the mic.
I was gonna say you're the one on the mic.
you're
John.
on the mic.
Okay. I'll give you all the advice
He
you
probably
need.
thought Ruben was still here, but
Oh, that could be. That could be. Do you think, Mitch, that we have an accent?
No, I mean,
Oh,
people
that's
think
a
I
good question.
people think I have an accent and
See,
whatnot.
because I've been all over the world, and it gets to the point people think I'm Canadian. So I just go, yeah, I'm from Canada. But now, okay, the second half of that question then, when you're up around here, how many times do people say, where are you from?
Yeah, no, you can usually about every time you go out to eat or whatnot.
Open your
they're-
mouth. Where are
yeah,
you from?
Yeah, where are you guys from? Yeah, you always get that.
The best is our table that we sit with, and they're all like, "Oh, where you're from?" Well, hard to believe we're all from different parts. So we'll
Yeah.
have Minnesota, Texas,
Atlanta,
North Carolina,
Charlotte.
Alabama. So they just blows their mind. They're like, you all work together, but we're all from, like, we could take, those posters they have of the maps. We could pin one up there because we're all from
Oh,
different
sure,
parts, and
sure.
it'll stay up there.
so same question to you. Do you get
All the time. When
Do you get it
the
from away from
like,
here?
I don't say it like Minnesota. Like I say it, but they anytime I say away from Minnesota,
none of us think we do.
Like,
Minnesota.
No, that's how I say it. Like,
Yeah, I lived in California for a while. And where are you from? Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's
Every
not
time,
what
every
I
time.
said. I said Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota.
I was not expecting it the first trips I made to Arizona. And I would say where I'm from, and I started with East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and they would go, say that again. Why?
Yes, exactly.
Oh. So I thought I'd switch it up the next time down there. I'll just say Grand Forks, North Dakota. Then they want, say that again.
Well, and our safety director, Matty Watkins, is from Atlanta, so he's from Minnesota. Like, no, I don't say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, this
but,
isn't the movie
he always has
Fargo.
a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, it's not the movie Fargo. And where I'm from, it's a lot of, they would be Norwegian. It's Goodrich 2-3. Over there, a little dab of flax over there behind that eastern part of the woods there. Heather McDonald, people really have no clue all the things that could go wrong behind the scenes at a racetrack. You could be literally put out a fire, and the bloggers would be mad you didn't start at 7 p.m. on the dot. We've had an issue that we really didn't want to advertise the issue, and that does happen. Can you ask Jeff and Mitch what are the best dirt late model races they have ever seen? That was going to be on my list.
Good question.
We'll start with you.
One of the best I saw, I can't remember what year it was, but it was Fairbury. It was the 100 lap deal, and they had it where the berm was up on the wall. And Tim McCready, I can't remember if he was in the one or what, but he was driving on the wall.
Oh boy,
to pass.
It's like a NASCAR move there, yeah.
Like the last lap ones, we've had a lot of those. Like, I don't have like an all-time favorite, but it's part of that. And then, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a favorite one, but we've had a lot of the close finishes ones that, those ones. But like an actual favorite one, like, I thought it was cool that you passed someone on that wall, driving on the wall. But man, there's so many that I know
you
that's
see
not
a million
question
of them
that
all the
answers the
time.
question, but
Yep.
yeah, there's a lot of photo finishes, a lot of
Yep.
that's a good races. Like our last couple races with Bobby, leading, it's awesome. No, he's all power. But if you watch third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, their slide job, they're all over. Those are the race. Like that's the show. Nothing against Bobby, but when he's out front and you got third, fourth, and fifth doing sliders, 3 wide, all that, like
Fergus
sometimes
was a
you
lot
miss-
like that last night.
Yeah, like
Fergus was awesome.
Fergus, Ogilvy, both of them, like the 2nd through 7th were all over the place, and like it's not, is the lead. People say, "Oh, that's a bad race." No, that is not a bad race. Just because they have one car that's pretty good, watch second. And there's where your race comes sometimes, and those are the races I enjoy too, as much as I can.
And how about you, Mitch?
Yeah, no, just a couple that come to mind. It was PDC Fairbury when the fact that Bobby spun himself out and then come back to win, do the old spin and win. That one was cool. When Nick Hoffman won almost off the racetrack at Farmer City when he got shoved off to the horse track, that was an awesome finish. That we've had some photo finishes at Deer Creek Speedway. That racetrack always races awesome. Those are just a few off the top of my head that close finishes, but good racing throughout the field.
Have you ever heard of Steve Francis being called the Kentucky Colonel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I never heard that. A couple of more texts. Best way to hear an accent, say, are you going to the boat show at the Fargo Dome? Accent, really. North Dakotans hate the assumption that comes off the movie Fargo, and we do. Did you hear about the smart Norwegian? Neither have I. We'll do that one more time.
That was jokes my neighbor tells me.
Yeah, where I'm from, everybody is freaking Norwegian. So there's a lot of Olson, Hansen, Thompson, Nelson, all those kind of names. Couple more questions before we get everybody out of here. Are you guys fans of soccer? Are you a World Cup fan?
I was not until Ruben, who is diehard.
Yeah.
And I kind of like to gamble a little bit.
Okay,
So
okay.
I got on Underdog.
So you love North Dakota.
And now all of a sudden, I love it.
Yeah.
I'll go sit
Casino
up.
right across the hall here,
Well,
buddy.
they got the little blackjack table in the hotel that we're at.
Oh, sure, yeah, they're everywhere.
There.
Yeah, you can even go bet on horses and dogs over here.
I know. I don't do that, but I started. I've never bet on it, but the last 8 days in a row, I've bet on soccer. So.
Oh, and how about you?
Yeah, no, I wasn't a huge soccer fan, but kind of getting into this whole World Cup.
Ruben's
Team
kind of brought us
USA.
in.
Yeah,
Ruben's brought us in a little bit.
for sure.
Yeah, see, we're hockey guys up here. Him and I go back and forth. He's, for some reason, likes the Canadian teams. They think it's their sport or something.
If he would have been in studio, I was going to give him more crap because he said, "Oh, Carolina Hurricanes, I don't know anything about hockey." Well,
Yeah.
you don't know anything about football either because you're an Eagles fan. But
Anyway, that's for sure.
Wait a minute.
We give him crap because we found out that we knew nothing about it. And then there was in time in Charlotte when they were in the Super Bowl, the one they won it, and he comes down in an Eagles shirt, and I'm like, "How long you been an Eagles fan?" He's, all my life. I'm like, "Come on."
I'm gonna tell you guys a story about
seriously,
Philly.
at least a decade though. It's not like he
Yeah.
just
he has
recently
been,
jumped
and
over.
and
But
it was the kicker out of all. I can't remember, Jake Elliott.
Oh,
He had that jersey. I go, who buys that? But then he loves soccer, so it's kicking. It makes sense.
and I don't mind the Eagles. I just like to give him crap about
Well, I
it.
worked at a radio station, and we gave away a free trip to Philly to watch the Minnesota Vikings and Philadelphia Eagles game. The fans in Philly, put it this way: you do not wear anything Minnesota.
No.
You don't wear anything. You don't even dare cheer because the fans are such a bunch of idiots over there. And Ruben, I'm sorry if I'm pissing you off, but actually, the people that won, they were lucky enough because his brother-in-law actually lived in Philly. And so he basically had warned him and told him what to do, what not to do, and all of that. And it's pretty bad when you give somebody 2 tickets to a game and the flights and motel and all that stuff, and then you got to worry about don't get beat up. Don't get pissed on. Don't get beat up. Yeah, the cops won't even help you there. So
Stay away from anyone dressed like Santa. They'll throw snowballs at him, like that kind of thing.
There you go. Anything we're missing out on? Anything you want to ask?
Well, I was just going to piggyback off of the best race you ever seen. What's your favorite racetrack to each of these guys?
Oh,
I love
there you
all
go.
bull rings. I'm not gonna pick one. Like I think we came up here one year, and I think it was 40 laps. Shane Clanton led the whole thing, and I think it was like a 7 minute and some.
Yeah.
Like it was
I think I
so
remember
fast.
that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he
Yeah, we went
waited
green, white,
2.5
checker, didn't we?
hours, caught lap qualifying all the way through for a 7 minute. Like it's almost like a sprint car race. Like they went green to yellow.
And we had the
an
40
announcer's
and
dream.
like we had the 40 or 50 lap track record, and then
Yes.
Tazewell broke it. I think that later that same season. But yeah, to think you can run 50 laps in under 10 minutes is insane. But they do it more often than not.
Yep.
I
So-
love the 3/8. Like my home track is Deer Creek. I did the activities director for 8 years before I got. So that 3/8, I was right around there.
Yep.
But give me a bull ring anytime. I love a bull ring.
How about you, Mitch?
Well, just anytime you get up here, like in the Midwest, or you get that black dirt, you know what I mean. Any type of racetrack like that usually always tends to put on good racing. Our schedule's full of great racetracks. This country's full of great racetracks.
for sure.
Just whenever you get up to the Midwest like this, and that Illinois, Iowa region, racing's just phenomenal.
Is there any part of the country where the fans are more rabid than they are anywhere else? Because dirt track fans, let's face it, they're all about racing. I mean, they are the best fans in the world. Are there any places, because I will say some of the best fans I know are actually north of here in Canada, because they come down, they're crazy fun. But are there people that are more into it at other parts of the country, or are we all kind of the same?
I'll say your fans down in South Carolina, North Carolina are really.
I was thinking
they'll
that.
be in line before we get there, and they're just in their chairs waiting to get a seat. So I will give it the Carolinas are.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how hot it is. What's going on. they're
You get Southern down there, and I think Matty will attend to this. He's the same way. Those Southern tracks, these guys, I mean, if we race at 7, they'll be there at 7 a.m. just to get a seat. So
if I was going to put a depth chart together, I would say Southeastern late model fans are probably the most hardcore, and not in bad ways. Just like you said, getting there early.
And it's not that people up
Dedicated.
here don't do that
Yes.
either.
Right.
I mean, you'll have whatever you'll have there. Take that times like 3 or 4 and down there. They'll. It's crazy when a big race like that.
Okay,
goes
I'm going to ask you this, and I don't know if you guys eat a lot of racetrack food, but do you have a favorite concession stand? Because River City Speedway right now we have got, oh my God, we got some good food. Scotty Iverson does such a great job with his crew, but have you got a favorite racetrack concession?
Well, I'm probably a bad person to ask. I'm kind of like one of those weird ones that I really don't like eating kind of before we start a show and whatnot.
I'm exactly the same.
I don't do it. So I'm probably not the right person to ask.
Okay, how about this one then? Somebody wants to know what's their favorite cheese.
I mean, I'll do pepper jack on everything.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Pepper jack.
Yeah, I'm a provolone guy.
Oh, provolone guy. Bring these guys down for lavash on Friday. Have you ever had lavash?
I don't know. I don't.
It's like a pizza with provolone cheese, but on cracker bread, and it's really
It's
good.
really good.
There's some places in Grand Forks here that make it very well. The Broken Drum, who sponsors my fishing team, by the way, Broken Drum, right by the racetrack, closest part of the racetrack. Go check out their lavash there.
Kaylee's and theirs will be
love
from
it.
Southgate.
Yep, they get theirs from Southgate, which is delicious. They have it in the pits every Friday night. If we get in line at 7 a.m., we risk getting frostbite around here. That is, boy, it's been that way.
No matter what time of year.
Yeah. There's going to be 2 guys from Thunder Bay, Ontario tomorrow coming. How about that? That's a long trip
That
from
is
Thunder Bay.
not a
I've been up there a few
small trip.
times. So that's why we hate the Eagles. Their sportsmanship suck. And I used to be a big fan of the Broad Street Bullies there, Stephen Lewis. I was a big fan of the Philadelphia Flyers for a while.
Yeah, sorry to, I think I meant to bring this up at the top of the show, and sorry to bring things a little bit of a somber note, but you were mentioning the River City Speedway Hall of Fame inductees earlier, for new announcements. We unfortunately this past week lost a member of a inductee earlier this week, so got or Steve, I'll throw it to you guys.
Yeah, we didn't forget to
Yes,
mention that.
Ben Adams.
Ben Adams, yeah.
And
One of
it
the
was-
most famous engine builders around.
Yeah, it was a really sad thing. We were rolling out the new names there. Ryan Flayton does such a great job with our Hall of Fame here, and then right in the middle of that, we saw that we had lost Ben, and it was really kind of surprising
Yeah, it
too
was.
because we just put him in 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
So, but a lot of nice tributes rolled in, and of course, not just his work in the engine shop, but just being overall a great guy and stuff. So, thoughts and prayers to the Adams family, and yeah, he'll be missed for sure.
Scotty says poutine. We've got a new thing. I don't know if you guys know what poutine is. It's a Canadian thing. It's basically French fries with gravy. But the poutine here at River City Speedway is tater tots with the big globs of cheese curds that are just starting to melt, covered with some gravy.
Have mercy.
Oh, dude, you can hear your arteries harden as you eat it. It's like, oh,
calm down.
my God, have mercy. I love that. One more question for you guys. We're already over the hour here. If you could take a 2-seater ride with any current driver right now, who would it be and why?
I got 2 that come to mind. It would be Bobby and Gustin because the way they put their car itches from the wall night in and night out, I think the adrenaline to be in there on that side would
I'd be afraid I'd pass out.
Yes. So I would pick that. I know there's a lot of guys that rub it up there, but the way you watch them, I mean, Gustin's always been up there, and Bobby can run up there, and I know a lot of them can, but I think one of those 2 give me a ride around that top side.
Yeah, I was thinking turbo for the same reason.
Yeah,
I'd ride
Go
with
turbo,
anybody who
yeah.
wouldn't mind knocking the deck out of it.
We've actually got a 2-seater sprint car Mark Dobmeyer does up here, the Buffalo Wild Wings car, and you can jump in the back seat of that thing. I've had the chance. At the time I was doctoring, and they wouldn't let me do it, but the first guy to take a ride in it actually took a little nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Eldora, after the Dream this year, for $300, the next day you could have paid and took several laps around the track. So if I wasn't on the road long enough, I'd easily throw $300 and take a ride around Eldora at a 2-seater. I
I really appreciate you guys coming here.
Well, thanks for having
this is
us.
awesome. And
Absolutely.
like I said, our show, Dirty Thursday, isn't all about the race drivers. There is so many other people and things and stuff to make the weekly shows or the traveling shows work at racetracks. And it's nice to see other people get their dues because, I mean, let's face it, the World of Outlaw late models is a hell of a good show. And it's not just all about the guys on the track. It's all you guys that make this all stuff work. Turbo has had it on 2 wheels here before. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With that answer regarding Gustin and Bobby, remember you were on the right side of the car. Yeah, it's a little different when you're getting up on that wall.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
where you get that a little like,
Yeah.
they're there, but you're here. Like,
Yeah, I'd go to the bathroom first. How about that?
yes.
All right, Stephen Lewis, Dale the producer, Mitch Headstrom, Jeff Olson, all going to be at River City Speedway tomorrow night, including myself. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. We love it when you guys come here. We got the World of Outlaws. We got the Wissota Midwest Mods. And I believe we've got the Wissota Street Stocks all here tomorrow night. Best promotion on steambrew.org. That's not even has anything to do with you. Turbo has had, okay. There we go. We're going to wrap it up. Hey, I tell you what, we'll be right back. Our show today, by the way, brought to you by Rumors Sports Bar and Casino, where you will be able to see Ethan Dotson tonight, the driver of the car number 74 World of Outlaw late model. He'll be there with his car and some merchandise. He'll be signing autographs. I bet you if you smile pretty, you can get your picture taken with him, too. I mean, he might not be any Mitchell Headstrom, but there you go. You'll be able to see him tonight at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. While you're there, you know what? Get some lunch. They've got that great express lunch and dinner, world-famous beer tower. And like these guys said, you can gamble. Try your luck on charitable gaming. They got the horses. You can play bingo. They got the pig wheel. They got all that kind of stuff. Pull tabs and everything. Open 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days a week. Love Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. We're going to try to get there tonight for a little while if we can on my way to that meeting. But there we go. I'm off tournament fishing tomorrow. See you at the Bull Ring on Friday. Have a great weekend. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. If you hit that notification bell on your smartphone, it dings every time we go on the air. Yeah, dang it, you know we love the Forks. We're Grand Forks' best source. We're giving the Forks their identity back.